guys, welcome back to the channel Learn with me. Today we are going to start with sets, which are one of similar things like lists, which we have looked on before. So the content for this course is what are sets, how to access sets, how to add element in a set, remove set elements, loop through the set, and join sets. So sets are similar. I told you before that it is used to store multiple items in a single variable. There is some difference between list, tuple, directory and sets. So in the lists and tuples we have looked before, you can check out those videos. Now we are talking about sets. Sets are written in flower brackets. So and the main difference is these are unordered and they don't hold any unindexed, so they don't hold any indices as well as it doesn't hold any order. So let's go through this example over here. We have a variable created called as sets, which holds some fruits called as apple, banana and cherry. When we print, we get these things as the output. So what if you want to find out what the variable holds which class, then you can use the method type and use in sets in it, and then after that you get an output called as class set. Access set items. How do we know that it is we can't access any elements through indices or any key. If you want to access a particular item from a particular position, you can't access it through using lists. So let's go through this example. We can use a for loop, but we can't traverse using a single using length of the set. So let's go through this example over here. We have sets which hold some fruits, and we use a for loop. X is a temporary assigning variable in sets. So when we print, we get apple, then we get banana, and then we get cherry. Add set items. How do there is two methods how to add elements in a set. One is the add method, where you can go through this example over here. We have a variable sets which holds some items called as apple, banana, cherry. Now we are using an add method to add orange in that set. So while printing, you get apple, banana, cherry, orange, because the position of orange over here in the set is undefined. We can't define that it will append at the end or after cherry, or it will even be got the position after apple or after banana. To add items from the other way of adding is using update. So we can use, see, we have two sets over here. One is sets and other is tropical. So when we use the update method, we can use sets dot update in the bracket tropical, and when we print sets, you get apple, banana, cherry, and with combined with pineapple, mango and papaya. We remember one thing: after adding, don't think that pineapple will be appended, a pineapple, mango, papaya will be appended in the set. Appended means it will be at the end of the set, apple, banana, cherry. It will be anyhow. It can be at the front, it can be in between them, or randomly, because these are randomly arranged over here. Remove sets item. There is one way you can, there are two ways actually. One is the remove method. We can use remove, or we can use the remove method, and we want to remove a specific item, you can use remove banana, and when you print the set, you get apple and cherry over here. The second thing is discard. We can use even discard method to remove this element from the sets. The one key difference between these two are if the item isn't present and we try to use remove method, it pops us an error over here. It gives me an error. It gives me an error saying that the element is not present. But in the case of discard, if the element this element is not present within the set, then it doesn't pops an error. It doesn't remove any element, but it doesn't gives me an error. That's the main difference between remove and discard. Looping through the set, we have seen before that we can use a for loop. Uh, sorry, you can use a for loop, and in the same way, this is the same example over here. We have a variable sets which holds apple, banana, and cherry, and we have a for loop over here which has a temporary variable x in sets, and then it prints apple, then banana, and cherry. So looks for the joins, how to join two sets. Suppose we have two sets and we want to join these two into one set. So you can use union or update methods to join two sets. Let's go through this example over here. Set 1 and set 2. Set 1 holds A, B, C, and set 2 holds 1, 2, 3. So set 3 is going to be the set 1 dot union set 2. It will hold both A, B, C and 1, 2, 3 in it. The second example is using update. The same way, use the update method to update the list. Here in union, we have used a third variable to as an assignment operator to assign the combination of both of the two sets. But here we don't need any assignment operator in update. So we have directly stored the updated in one set, that is which we have used priorly, that is set 1. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please do subscribe to our channel Learn With Me, so that we can get to know all the other videos which we are going to carry out. After this, we are going to look on for directories, and we will be looking on in the next video. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.